Ok, ora chiedo, che non lo so qua dove siamo. Scusi, questa che è Piazza del Popolo?
Sì, questa è piazza.
Può essere? Sì.
Questa penso del Popolo.
Dove ci dobbiamo vedere? Sono qua. Sì, nel frattempo penso che mi mangio qualcosa, va? Mi mangio qualcosina. Ne vuole?
No.
Buoni sono.
Non lo so, come deve esagerato.
Con pollo e tacchino.
Lo so. Oh,
Proteine sono.
andare a mangiare. Va bene. La saluto, ci vediamo.
È ora di andare a mangiare.
Sì.
No, qua c'è da mangiare, se vuoi ne do un boccone.
No, grazie. Non ti preoccupare.
Arrivederci.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah.
Ah scusa, ne vuoi forse un po'? No, è di ottima qualità. Ok. Vabbè, io faccio un po' di colazione, va?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Poi? Poi? Buoni sono.
Vabbè, io mangio qualcosa, ti dà fastidio se mangio qua? Meno che mi ha portato mia madre. Buono, buonissimi. Vuoi?
No, non ne mangio di sera.
Vabbè, manco io li mangiavo, poi ho provato la prima volta e...
Molti dicono che è brutto, però lascia un aroma che è...
Guarda, vuoi assaggiare un po'? No, grazie. Sicuro che non ne vuole un poco? Sì, grazie. Va bene, intendiamo il cane.
Secondo lei cosa intendono per solfato rameico pentraidato?
It's the motherfucking D.R.E. Dr. Dre, motherfucker.
Buonissima. Poi ti piace, te lo mangi. Poi ti piace, tieni. Se lo assaggi, se ti piace, te lo mangi. Sono con vitamine e sali minerali. Ciao. Oh, è una candid camera, guarda. C'è lui che riprende, abbiamo un canale su YouTube. Guarda, quando si prende da là non ce la faccio più.
Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching the Today I Found Our YouTube channel, and in the video today we're answering the question of whether pet food is safe for humans to eat. Nearly 80 million American households have a pet, with a majority being a cat or a dog. Additionally, 42% of homes have more than one pet, and a lot of food is needed to feed all these animals, so it should come as no surprise that pet food is a $21 billion industry. While this food is specially made for our four-legged pals, the question many have is, in a post-apocalyptic world, could they eat their cat's wet food? Would they get sick from eating their dog's milk bones? For the short answer, while it certainly doesn't look appetizing, nor probably does it taste any good, the answer is, for the most part, yes, humans can safely eat their pets' food, but there are some important caveats which we're about to get into. For the long answer, let's look at a brief history of pets and their food and what manufacturers put in it today and why. It is theorized that dogs first became man's best friend sometime during the Ice Age, between 19,000 and 32,000 years ago. It's thought that the first dogs were simply tame wolves. Their domestication likely was associated with the wolves realizing they could get a quick and easy meal if they hung out near human gathering sites, feasting on the leftover meat of the human's hunt. The domestication of cats came much later, perhaps about 3,000 to 10,000 years ago, with the first potentially domesticated cat discovered in a 9,500-year-old grave. That said, the mass domestication of cats probably occurred at least a few thousand years after that and was directly related to the proliferation of agriculture. The theory goes that as humans started storing grain and wheat, mice came along to eat it. As we all know, the nature and cartoon enemy of mice are cats. As an aside, we all know that mice love cheese, right? Well, actually they don't at all, and will even sometimes be actively averse to it. We've done another video on that which you can see here. Over thousands of years, both cats and dogs have evolved or been bred to have certain traits become more pronounced or others disappear entirely. In terms of physical characteristics, domesticated dogs today have smaller skulls, paws, and brains than their wolf ancestors. Dogs have also adjusted their behavior, becoming active during the day as opposed to nocturnal like they once were. Today's house cats, which haven't been so deliberately bred, aren't that much different from the wild cats of yesteryear, at least physically. Domesticated cats may be slightly smaller than their ancestors, but it is really their genetic and personality traits that separate them from their forebears. For instance, present-day cats are thought to be more docile and have better memories than their ancestors. Essentially, cats over time evolved such that they're more likely to purr than hiss, with the latter cats less likely to get food from humans, providing them a decided disadvantage over cats more comfortable around us. Because of these changes and a more sedentary lifestyle due to being domesticated, both animals have developed to require fewer calories and slightly different dietary requirements than their ancestors, who primarily lived off of raw meat. This brings us to what these animals should be eating today and what is generally included in their commercial pet foods. Dietary needs for a dog differ from other animals, including humans. Canines need more fat than humans, which is their primary energy source. While dogs also need protein, which helps build muscle mass, and some amount of carbohydrates, which helps with digestion, human diets require more. In addition, dogs produce their own vitamin C and don't need it included in their pet food. Despite the differing dietary requirements, in the end, today's dogs eat much like their ancestors, consuming the leftovers of humans, whether you feed them from the table or not. You see, commercial dog food products are often simply made from the byproducts of human food production, as in what's left over after humans have taken what we want of the meat. And this is perfectly fine according to the Association of American Feed Control Officials, provided that the recipe is formulated specifically for a dog's dietary needs. It also means that dogs have adopted to be able to eat a large variety of foods. On the other hand, cats do not eat like dogs, nor should they be eating dog food or a typical human diet. For one, cats need more meat due to the presence of an amino acid called taurine, which is only found in animal-based proteins. Unlike humans and other animals, cats are unable to manufacture their own taurine and therefore need to get it from their food sources. If they don't, they relatively quickly and permanently go blind, among other health issues. Additionally, since cats are obligate carnivores, as in they must eat meat in order to get the nutrients they require, animal-based proteins are essential for felines. Despite this fact, fact, many dry cat foods use primarily plant-based protein. Dry cat foods are also not typically optimal for our feline friends owing to the fact that they do not have a strong sense of when they're dehydrated. You see, cats at one point were desert animals, and their bodies are still optimized for desert-like conditions, able to withstand temperatures as high as 126 to 133 Fahrenheit, that's 52 to 56 Celsius, before showing signs of being overheated, and their feces are typically very dry and their urine is highly concentrated, allowing them to potentially stay hydrated off nothing but the water they get from eating animals. While cats that eat a dry food diet do drink more water than their wet food diet compatriots to make up for the discrepancy, studies have shown that, in the general case, their total daily water intake is generally less than optimal, likely due to their weak thirst sense. Thus, if they are not getting a significant amount of moisture from their food, as they would in the wild, many cats tend to live in a perpetually mildly dehydrated state. For reference, most wet cat foods are about 75% water, about what they'd get from eating animals in the wild, versus most dry food, which is about 5 to 10% water. The combination of many dry cat foods, primarily being based on plant-based protein and lacking much in the way of moisture, is generally thought to be why many house cats will ultimately develop diabetes and kidney problems, among other related issues later in life. That is not to say that all dry cat foods are inherently bad. Some are made of very high-quality meat-based proteins and the like, and simply suffer from a lack of moisture. Nor are all wet cat foods inherently good for your cat. Some are packed with an unhealthy amount of fat and the like. In either case, the order of the ingredients is key here, with the first item on the list being the primary ingredient and on down. Cats also need more thiamine, vitamin A, and vitamin C than dogs and humans. Without food that specifically has these elements, cats will be undernourished. This brings us back to humans. In theory, given the human body's ability to adapt to a wide variety of food sources, humans are able to eat both dog and cat food, whether wet or dry, high quality or not, in a limited quantity. For instance, regular high intake of animal-based vitamin A, which, as mentioned, pet foods tend to have a relatively high amount of in humans, can cause a myriad of serious, even fatal complications. For this reason, good quality vitamin supplements, which are harder to find than you might think, generally use plant-based vitamin A carotenoids like beta-carotene. In this case, if your body needs more vitamin A, it will convert the beta-carotene to vitamin A. If it doesn't need it, it won't. In contrast, a meat-based vitamin A source is already in the form your body needs, meaning you can potentially get too much of it in your system. This is particularly a concern for pregnant women. So in the end, while it is possible for a human to subsist for a time on dog and cat food, there is the general caveat that these animal foods are specifically formulated for the particular animal and not meant to meet the dietary requirements of humans. Though irregular consumption of these foods shouldn't hurt you. In other words, cat food shouldn't be your breakfast every day. Of course, this hasn't stopped other writers and publications from attempting this very thing as a stunt, nor did it stop a pet store owner from eating dog treats for 30 days as a way to promote her store. She was later featured on the Today Show. There's also the TLC show My Strange Addiction, with one episode focusing on one person's cat food fascination. And now for a bonus fact. Both cats and dogs are commonly eaten in certain parts of the world. For instance, in Guangdong, China alone, about 10,000 cats are eaten per day. In all of Asia, it's thought that around 4 million cats are eaten every year, or just about 1% of the worldwide population of domestic cats. Dogs are also commonly eaten in Asia, with around 13 to 16 million dogs eaten every year there, or around nearly 4% of the global population of domesticated dogs. It should be noted, though, that the typical breeds you'd find in people's households as pets are not the ones usually eaten. Rather, much like with cattle, chicken, turkeys, etc., specific breeds have been developed for consumption, such as the hugely popular Nyorongi dog, which is rarely raised for anything else but livestock and is one of the most popular breeds to eat. The Nyorongi slightly resembles a small yellow Labrador. In South Korea, both dogs meant to be pets and dogs meant to be eaten can often be sold in the same marketplace. Usually, the cages the dogs are kept in will be marked or color-coded to distinguish which dogs are for what purpose. So I really hope you found that video interesting, even if the bonus fact was a little bit dark. If you did find it good, please give us a thumbs up below and don't forget to subscribe. Also, over there on the right are a couple of other videos you might enjoy if you enjoyed this one, and thank you for watching.
Today we dine like domesticated house pets.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
We're back! Season 8! Look at that! Season 8!
Look at that.
That's
Look at that. It's a
two
chain.
eight-
It's a chain.
That's 2 8s on top
It's a
of each
chain.
other.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, Link,
3 weeks.
how you been?
Great.
You look the same.
I mean, not that I was great
I
without
thought you
hanging
were
out
going
with
to
you.
do something different this season. You said the hair was going to be different.
I got more of a tan. You got more of a tan.
I don't
we
know.
tanning it
That's
up.
discernible.
Thanks for coming back, Mythical Beast, for another season.
And if you're not back, well, sorry, you're not even hearing us.
I know. And hey, we got some good stuff in store for you.
What better way to kick off another season of Good Mythical Morning than to eat food generally intended for animals?
What a downer, right? For me personally here. Now, I've eaten dog food in the past.
On this show.
And that's not what this episode is limited to. I have no clue where we're going culinarily, but I have to believe it's probably going to move beyond dog food.
Right.
Which is my comfort zone. So that's what we're doing, because we're asking the question, hey, if it's good for man's best friend, and if he's really your best friend, or whatever type of, if that's a dog or whatever animal it is it good enough for you?
I don't follow, but I do know we're going to eat a lot of food intended for animals,
Their best
which is what I
friend-
said at the beginning of this.
Their best friend may be a cockatiel.
All right, it's time to play Which Domesticated Darling Devours This Dish? Okay, so here's how this is going to work. We each have our own personalized bowl, and for each round, a certain pet food will be placed into this bowl, and we, without our hands, have to consume it and then guess what pet this is actually intended for.
And we're going to keep score, and the winner gets to eat a feast of fancy to counteract the unfancy food that we've been eating. And the loser has to eat fancy feast.
Which is just more
cat food.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with round one. Round one.
Bring him in, Chase.
All right. I'm gonna creep on down here.
Why do dogs eat like this? Y'all should
Is it
use your
a-
hands, dogs.
Am I even in? Okay. Ooh.
It's tough. My head doesn't fit in the bowl.
It's grainish.
Oh my goodness, animals, y'all got it bad. This is round one? Oh gosh, this is gonna be a long day.
This is just like something
I
that
tried to
should.
put my elbow down and it missed.
This is,
Hey, back to the bowl.
all right, this tastes like something that should line a cage, not be eaten by anything. Ugh, I just swallowed it. My body's not happy about it.
It tastes like it's got some kind of meat in it, like it's got some protein in it.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna need your answers in 3, 2, 1.
Gerbil. Iguana? I said gerbil.
Unfortunately, you're both incorrect. The answer is cat.
Ooh, this is cat food?
That's iguana food. I told you it had meat in it though.
What flavor
Just
cat
for
food?
fun, do you want to take a guess as to what kind of meat is in it?
Liver.
It's rabbit meat.
Rabbit meat? What?
It's
Chase, why don't you bring in the package so they can see it?
rabbit liver?
Protein packed raw. I just ate rabbit formula. Oh, this is for a rabbit.
No, it's not.
It is a rabbit?
No, the cat
It's
eats
for
the
a
rabbit.
cat? Oh.
Link, the cat eats the rabbit. Put that in a children's
I just
book.
ate raw rabbit.
The cat
for
eats
cat.
the rabbit.
Oh
Kids.
gosh. All right.
Makes the world go round. Circle of life.
This is going to be a great episode.
Round two.
Round two. Oh, there it comes. It's falling down in, and I'm going to cautiously approach. Ooh, there it is. Oh, is it dry?
I
too?
use my tongue to get it off the bottom. Is that what you do? I reached and grabbed with my tongue, like an iguana.
Okay. This already tastes better than that cat food made out of rabbits.
This tastes like grape nuts, and I'm not joking. I mean, like, this is grape nuts.
This is like healthy cereal.
Like, this is good. I'm going back in. Man,
It's good.
whatever animal that this is, living the high life.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not that good.
The aftertaste is very barnyard.
Yeah, the more I get into it, the more I realize it is not for me. What would eat this? Because that is the question, Link. How many different pets are there? Technically, anything could be a pet.
Yeah, if you keep it in your home long enough, and it doesn't kill you.
Adopt it.
Even if it does kill you, it still could be a pet, I guess.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Dog.
Goat. I'm saying, can a goat be a pet?
Yeah, sure. I went right back to dog, though.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you are both incorrect again. The answer is fish.
Ooh, look at this. What kind of fish eats this? It's like a That's got to be a big fish.
How did I just speak so highly of fish food?
Tetra veggie algae. Algae.
Algae. The G is pronounced differently in algae.
Algae wafers.
Y'all got some algae wafers.
It says extreme on it.
I like it with whole milk.
Algae center. It's
Right after I get through with my grape nuts, I move right on to my algae wafers.
I mean, it's got an algae center, man.
Part of a complete breakfast. Algae wafers. Yeah.
Next round. Round 3. All right, here we go.
Bring in my food.
Now, I'm just afraid I'm going to sink my nose into something wet, but I'm just going for it. Oh! Gah! I put my tongue on it.
Hey, man, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Just scoop a little bit with your tongue.
It's meaty and gravy-y. Oh, gosh, y'all.
I'm going to give you a hint here. There's fish in this stuff. This is like tuna.
Yeah.
I gave you a freebie right there.
I thought it was beef stew, but yeah, it's definitely fish now.
But what in the world eats fish? Bears eat fish.
My pet bear loves this stuff, man.
I mean, some people have pet bears. You know, I've seen it on YouTube.
You ever seen a pet pelican?
Pelicans.
3, 2, 1.
Tiger.
The tiger?
A tiger. Unfortunately, the animal is a ferret.
Ferrets eat fish? Oh, look at that. Gosh, you should have told me not to look down. Ooh, that is some gelatinous gunk.
Why do ferrets eat fish?
Tuna and
If I had known ferrets eat fish, I wouldn't have said tiger.
Do I have some on my chin?
A little bit.
I can feel it.
You going in chin first. You got to go in tongue first.
No points so far, but we press on. Round 4. I think the lesson that I just learned was, if I ever get a pet ferret, I'm microwaving that stuff, man. It would be so much better for ferretdom if it were warm.
Ferrets don't care. And when you take a fish out of the stream, like all ferrets do, it's not been in a microwave. It's been in the stream, man.
I smell suntan oil.
Oh, it's very coconutty. It smells like Hawaiian tropic. It really does.
Oh, it's dry. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is sweet.
This tastes like a cereal again.
Okay. I'm honing in on this.
Oh, this is... Oh, it's got like raisins in it?
But suntan lotion, too. What animal opens its mouth towards the sun constantly?
It's like a trail mix. I would hang out with this animal and ask him, can I get a little bit of that mix?
All right. I think I got this. I think I'm all over this. There's the sweetness. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Bird
Rat.
parakeet.
Rat.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Link.
Bird parakeet.
You were correct. It's a bird.
Ah, yeah, because it's like seeds, dude. Whoa, it looks like Fruity Pebbles.
I thought a rat would be all over this.
What is this? Cockatiel. Wow.
Birds. I could be a bird. That's what I've learned.
Wow, look at that, guys.
Birds.
Now, there's already cockatiel turds in here, though. Or is that in a raisin? I mean, I'll tell you in a second.
This really isn't bad.
Just a raisin.
It really isn't bad. If you get lost with your pet bird and all you have is his food.
First eat his food, then eat him.
Yeah, start with his food.
Start with
then
the
eat
food.
him. Yeah.
Right.
No, you should eat him because if you eat him later, he'll be too skinny.
He'll be eating the food.
Eat him while he's plump and then eat his food.
Right.
Did we just say that?
No. Keep it going.
Round 5. Congratulations, Link.
Yeah.
You could get a job at the bird food factory as a tester.
As a taste tester?
Yeah.
All right, another one is here.
Oh, no hands.
Could you see my hands?
No, I was touching
You
it.
used your hands too?
Hold on, have you been using your hands?
No, just to touch my lap.
All right.
All right.
Oh, me.
What? You're making me scared. I don't want to go in there.
Well, you better. You got to go in.
It's strong gravy.
What?
Ooh. I hit it with my chin again. It's so cold and slimy.
This is so nasty, and it's such big chunks. The chunks are so big.
Oh, gosh. I'm afraid
I can't get my
to
mouth.
bite this. Y'all could have warmed this up again.
It's a meatball. It's a meatball.
Ugh. There's definitely gravy.
Have you got a meatball in your mouth yet?
I got a big old meatball in my mouth. Chef Boy ID coming to town.
Are you going to bite that meatball?
I already have.
You bite the meatball?
Oh, but the meatball.
Okay, I'm going to bite it.
Ugh, it's got some beefiness to it, dude.
I mean, it's for a big mouthed animal.
The more I bite it, there's like something gritty in there.
What animal would be confused enough to eat this?
If it was warmed up and came out of a can at my grandma's house, I might be game. But as is, man, this is like a bad beanie weenie.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Iguana.
Guys, this is dog food.
Oh, this is Gravy Train, isn't it?
Can you guys guess what you think the name of the food is?
Ooh!
Gravy balls.
Swimming turds.
All right, Chase, bring it in.
Gravy Train, man. Brats and tots.
Brats and tots.
Brats and tots.
It's really not that bad. I put this on some spaghetti. You know?
You do?
No.
Is that present tense?
Hey, I put this on spaghetti. It's brats and tots. I wish you had told me.
All right, that was your chance to tie it up, I think. Let's keep going.
Round 6.
I'm sure this is going to be great.
You can't lose now, Link. I can potentially tie.
I'm slowly getting down to the level of the pet.
Smells like Red Man.
Odd-shaped little things.
Oh, gosh.
I haven't bitten into it because I'm letting Rhett do that first.
Oh, I know where this...
I'm biting now.
I think I know what part of the animal kingdom the food comes from.
Ugh. Oh, when you bite into it, ooh, it releases something.
I'm turning into a werewolf.
Ugh.
It's really got a pungent... These are pungent...
Ooh.
These are pungent flavor balls.
Do any animals eat turds? I know they do. And if you've done that to us, I'm gonna be disappointed.
The dung beetle. This is the dung beetle's food.
I'm going back down.
I know what it is.
It's still barnyardy. It's still wild.
I know.
It's been pulverized. But there's... Now that I'm starting to develop theories, I'm starting to gag.
I'm developing theories, and that always makes me queasy. I'm pretty confident that I know what it's made of. I am ready to guess.
Okay. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Iguana.
Oh, we both said iguana. I'd already guessed that because it's bugs, right?
It's bugs. It's
Dang,
definitely ground
it's
up
bugs.
bugs.
Yeah,
What
you guys
is
are
it?
close. It's for an aquatic turtle.
A sea turtle? Fluker's buffet blend.
Look, it's got
Aquatic
worms in it, Link, and little shrimps.
Ah!
Did you get any of those worms?
Oh, and look at it. It's the whole claw of something. Look at that.
That's a shrimp, dude. That's a baby shrimp. It's a buffet blend, man.
Oh, river shrimp, mealworms, and pellets. I don't have my glasses, but I can make it out.
Well, congratulations, Link.
Store in a cool, dry place, and do not eat if you're a human with any level of smarts, unless you have an internet show.
You're more of an animal than I am.
All right,
Congratulations.
so I win the prize. Bring that in. Fancy feast. That's what you get. What? Goose pate.
Oh, that's real fancy.
With port wine.
But that's for people.
All right,
Enjoy it.
We will eat these.
Bottoms up, brother.
Thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Yen from Malaysia, currently residing in the UK. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Remember, you can send us suggestions for the Wheel of Mythicality using hashtag GMMWheel wherever hashtags are accepted.
Hashtag GMMWheel! Help us out with some endings, y'all. Click through the Good Mythical More. We're gonna eat some more of this, or at least we're gonna get the crew to eat some more of this stuff. Oh, my stomach.
Unisong about butts. What's that at the bottom of your back?
2 loaves that come together and suddenly separate when you poop. It's your butt.
Chicken liver is worse than goose liver, man.
Goes like a goes like a bone in there too.
Hi, I'm Emily from Cat Dog Fish, and I wouldn't want my dog to eat something that I wouldn't try myself. So today I'm going to taste test 5 leading brands of dog food. This one's Evolution, salmon with trout and herring, with natural botanical extracts, fruits and vegetables. So it looks quite nice, actually. Let's have a go. It smells like fish, definitely like tuna. It's quite squelchy. I'm guessing some carrot in here. Tastes like fish. Very salty. It's not the nicest, I have to say, but maybe your dog will enjoy it. Next up is Cuffleberry & Co. gourmet dog food, venison duck, cranberry and green beans in a herb gravy. And the packaging is quite cool, it's a bit different. So let's give it a go. Ooh, this one's a bit interesting. So it's kind of lumps in an oil or brine or something. These actually look like olives or something. So it's quite firm, it's like sausage. Let's give it a go. Tastes like sausage. It's got a firmer texture than the others. It's quite nice. I would confuse that for like a cocktail sausage. Up next is Core Wellness Chunky Centers savoury pate filled with hearty cuts and gravy, and it says no added grains, so you know, maybe there won't be that funny texture some of the others have had. It's got like a tuna centre with some kind of pate around the edge. I don't know if I should be worried about this. There you go. So here it goes. Tastes alright. Actually tastes like tuna. That kind of alcohol taste is, it's like a weird chemical taste. But, like tuna. Suey. It's okay. Next is Denny's Natural Pet Care with tripe mix, and it's rich in turkey, plus selected herbs. Not sure how I feel about tripe, but the selected herbs could be good, so let's give it a go. So it's coming out like a kind of thick paste. I actually don't know if I can do this one. Okay, I'm gonna do it. It actually tastes like sausage. It actually tastes alright. Genuinely better than some of the other ones, but God, that smells awful. And finally, I'm gonna try Pedigree Original. This is the most popular dog food in the UK, and it says loaf. I'm hoping that's a loaf of bread, but I have a feeling it's not. So, it smells like dog food. I know that sounds weird, but this kind of smells like, I guess it's because it's the dog food that most people use. Quite firm. It looks the kind of most red and meaty in a way of all the dog foods I've tried. Yeah. Let's give it a go. Tastes like brisket. You know, when like beef brisket, it's like salty, but the texture's very sloppy. We hope you've enjoyed watching. We're Cat Dog Fish, the new breed of pet insurance. We're dedicated to making sure your pet gets the best. Check us out at catdogfish.com or on our social channels. Thanks for watching, and don't try this at home.
Dorothy Hunter is a courageous woman. She owns a pet store in Washington, and she wants to make a point about how the food that she serves at her pet store or sells at her pet store is very, very healthy. In fact, it's fit for human consumption. So for 30 days, she's actually going to eat cat and dog food. Here's a quote from her. She says, "You would be surprised at how tasty dog and cat food can be when it's made right. You really are what you eat, and it's the same for your pets. I decided to eat this food for a month just to prove how good it tastes, as well as showcase its nutrition." So that's a really, really great way to sell your product. I don't know how she's going to prove whether or not she's actually consuming this stuff, but what do you guys think about it? Kim, make your point.
No, you don't need to do this. You don't need to eat like shelf preserve like meat and shit like that. This is for dogs and cats. I understand what you're trying to do, but that's disgusting. And also, they have different nutritional needs than humans. Even though I know it said for human consumption, I don't really buy that.
Yeah, Hank.
I think there are actually times where I'm buying my dog his food and I'm like, this son of a bitch is eating better than me. All the ingredients that they put on there, the like peas and carrots and bison. I'm like, bison?
Yes.
That's an expensive cut of meat.
Yes.
That is not acceptable. That is bullcrap. I know, that's true. And I've always wondered too, whenever they're like, beef tips, bison tips, I'm like, listen, there's no part of a cow called a tip. The tip of what? So
maybe it's just the tip.
Yeah, you do question what the hell they're putting in there. So, however, it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah, it is, and it's a great one. But one thing that I will say is I've always loved the smell of sausages. Sausages smell so good. They smell like cheese.
Snot as in like a snout?
No, you guys know what sausages
No,
are.
what the hell is that?
They're little dog treats.
Oh. Okay, see, I don't get that fancy.
They smell so good. They smell like cheese, and every time I give my dog one, I'm like,
pop one in there.
No. So good.
I dare you, Anna.
No, I would never eat a sausage.
Bring up the dog food. Let's sample one now.
No. All right, so here's the question. What's the grossest or most exotic thing you have ever eaten? Hank.
Well, I'm Chinese. I think most of my white friends think everything I eat is pretty darn gross. Like when I was a teenager, I started taking my friends to dim sum and whatever, and I'd be like, oh, like jellyfish, chicken feet, and not realizing that the foods that I grew up on, and I swear to God, I think those are delicious things. They're freaking out. They're like, oh my God, and I become uncool for about 2 weeks on Monday. But now it's a coolness factor, I think. I think as an adult, when you can stomach those sorts of things, the business associates are like, whoa.
I think that it's a trait that open-minded people have, right?
Yeah.
Kim?
I'm also going to pull the Asian card.
Hey.
I'm half Vietnamese, so I'm a big fan of Nuoc Mam fish sauce. And it's like fermented. It's really gross the way it's made. It smells gross, but you got to put it on the vermicelli.
So good.
By the way, for those of you who are disgusted by the fish sauce, chicken pad thai, or pad thai in general, which is Thai, obviously, uses the same type of fish
it's in
sauce.
So much cooking.
It is, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
So I'm really open-minded when it comes to food. I'm Armenian. We eat some weird stuff. Like we have something called chikufte, which is not necessarily Armenian, but Armenians eat it. And it's basically like straight up raw beef that's grounded. It's very, very finely grounded. And then they mix in a grain called bulgur, and then you dip it in ground beef that's been cooked. And then you might have some like cilantro and some onions, and then it's fucking delicious.
Is it safe?
Steak
the raw meat?
I've never gotten sick from eating it, but it's straight up raw. It's like tuna. I mean, yeah, it's like steak tartare.
That and I liked it.
Right. You just Americans just don't like finely ground it with what do you call it? The bulgur, which
sounds
is
like a Scotch egg meets steak tartare.
yes, it's freaking delicious.
We call it Mrs. Dash here in the United States.
Yes.
No, okay.
All right, guys, tell us if you've ever eaten anything funky, or if you would be willing to try anything funky. Are you an open-minded eater? Share your stories in the comment section below, and we will hear from you soon.